And let's bring in retired Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster, former National Security Advisor for President Trump during the first term and Hoover Institution Senior Fellow. General, always good to have you with us. Thank you for joining me today, sir.
Hey, Martha, great to be with you. Thank you.
Great to have you with us. So I want to play this from an interview this morning on Meet the Press. This is the Vice President, J.D. Vance. He was pressed on, are we now at war, which you're seeing and hearing a lot of, despite the fact that the president has said this was a dedicated mission and strike. So here he is.
No, Kristen, we're not at war with Iran. We're at war with Iran's nuclear program. Our national interest is for Iran to not get a nuclear weapon. Our strikes last night facilitated that national objective. If the Iranians want to enlarge this by attacking American troops, I think that would be a catastrophic mistake.
So one of the questions here, I want to get your reaction to that in the headline level, but, also how much capability does Iran have? We heard the chairman of the Joint Chiefs this morning say, and they didn't respond at all during that strike.
Well, their capabilities tremendously diminished. I mean, thanks to the actions by the Israelis, and then also by the strike, to be able to really destroy their nuclear program and ensure, that we were able to block their path to the most destructive weapons on earth. But what Iran has done in the past, as Jack Keane said earlier, they've got a playbook, right? The playbook is attack U.S. forces in the region through proxies. They may attack U.S. facilities and U.S. personnel. They could try to shut down shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, where you have about 20% of the world's oil and 30% of the
Could they be successful at that?
Gas.
Forgive me for jumping in, but could they successfully cut off the Straits of Hormuz, in your opinion?
Only temporarily, Martha, only temporarily. Because of the tremendous capabilities we have in the region, our ability to project power, which you saw quite dramatically yesterday. But we have really considerable capabilities. We have 2 carriers there now. We have a lot of land-based aviation. We have a lot of ground-based capabilities that could strike against any weapon systems that they try to use to interdict the Straits of Hormuz. They could try again to use these proxies with a greater kind of cutout. With the responsibility. They could try to deny responsibility for mines against particular ships in the Straits of Hormuz, which they've done previously as well. They could use the Houthis, to try to interdict shipping in the Red Sea. They may have some cyber capabilities. I think it's really important for anybody, even in the private sector, if your company touches any kind of infrastructure, to be especially vigilant in cyberspace. And they've got a terrorist network. It's really unclear how robust it is. But Martha, you mentioned previously with General Keane the attacks against our forces, but they have a worldwide terrorist network. Remember the attacks on the Jewish Community Center and the Israeli embassy in Argentina in 1992 and 1994. They blew up a Panamanian airliner, around that same period of time. They've conducted assassinations worldwide. So, of course, knowing all this, I think we're doing everything we can to try to prevent it. And this is why this strike, I think, fits in to an overall approach of the Trump administration, a campaign really to drive the resources available to this theocratic dictatorship, as you said, with Jack Keane, who's been at war with us, for 4+ decades. Yeah. And I think finally, we're recognizing that you can't fight only defensively. There has to be an offensive dimension to impose costs on the regime. I think what President Trump has done, Martha, is really important, because what he's done is expose the folly of de-escalation, the mantra of de-escalation, because that's what we always tried to do with Iran. But of course, what that did is it gave Iran the ability to escalate on their own terms with impunity.
Indeed. And they had nothing to offer their people except a potential nuclear bomb. They have no economy. They have nothing thriving in terms of what's happening in the country. So the only thing they could offer them was death to Israel and death to America. And last night, they were dealt a very serious blow in that regard. We'll see if this regime can survive all of this. General, I hope you'll be joining us in the days to come. It's always good to have you with us. Thank you so much, sir.
Hey, great to be with you, Martha. Thank you.
General McMaster, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.